explore the stories, strategies, and creative minds shaping the world of brand business. Right intersection of creativity, leadership, and impact, making a lasting impression, leadership, and impact through brand merchandise. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vector Art Podcast, where we explore the stories, strategies, and creative minds shaping the world of brand business. I'm Rohit Jaiswal. Today, dive into a topic that sits right intersection of creativity, leadership, and impact. Your topic was making a lasting impression, leadership, and impact through brand merchandise. Join me today is someone who truly masters the space. Joseph Calvani. Welcome. A seasoned leader, a deep understanding to how strategic promotional products and strong team culture is a transform brand experience. Joseph, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to the show.
Lovely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man. Same here. And the first question on the screen, your journey in branded merchandise. What inspired you to enter the branded merchandise space and how was your experience shaped your approach to business development?
First off, thanks for having me, guys. My name is Joey. So basically for branded merchandise, I started with customized USB flash drives
Wow.
and now have expanded towards all promotional products. So I
Wow.
can, source that for my clients. Last year the entire industry was about 24 billion spent. So
Oh,
companies are buying and it's growing. It's definitely a good way to make an impact. So
right.
definitely I'm enjoying it and it's fun learning new stuff.
And I can see that. I can see the enjoyment on your face. You are loving the job, what you're doing it, buddy. And I'm proud of it
Lovely.
because one should love what he does.
Absolutely.
If he doesn't, then he would not be able to give the 100% output.
Absolutely, man. Everything is energy. So people can feel that, and just if you want to help people genuinely, it's a nice thing to do.
Million
And
dollar word you just said. People do feel the energy.
absolutely, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm all about
Second,
that.
same. Second question, creating memorable and a brand experience. How do you help companies making a lasting expression through promotional products? Can you share standout example from your work, please?
Of course, there's so many use cases. A lot of my clients attend trade shows and like events where they hand off merchandise or, branded items from their company. So,
Right.
if not, it's for swag or it's for internal use for employees. There's many different ways that companies utilize this. But there was this lady that I work with. We did this trade show for her and she had a tight timeline, but we managed to find a nice product and she had a good experience. And it was for this convention in her state. And it's just a simple little thing of helping people and making sure they, get what they need. And yeah, that was just, I do that every week, all the time, every day. I'm doing always new projects. So I love learning like new stuff and trying to do sometimes the impossible, but that's part of, how I like to help people here. Yeah.
That's nice. Something impossible. Sometimes impossible, you change to possible. That is what Joe is.
Always. I make it a reality. So,
Nice. The third question, leadership and team development. You have mentioned worked well with diverse teams. What leadership techniques have been most effective in your motivating your team towards shared goals?
Of course. I definitely always bring a good energy,
Yeah.
listen, just lead by example. That's how I try to keep it simple. Just I like to be with my team, make the calls there, show them the way, just kind of being right there, like on the trenches with them. But it's always nice to help people and like my team, I work with a few different teams, but right now I have a really good one.
Nice. How big is your team?
It's about like 15 employees. I work for this company. It's called USB Memory Direct and every
Yeah.
promo. So we have two divisions and
Is it a Chinese-owned
basically
company?
it's privately owned, but we have a good, like we've been doing this space for about 20 years now. So we have a good process.
No China-owned company.
China, no, but overseas, like we have connections everywhere. But China, there is a lot of suppliers there. So,
Every supplier
definitely.
that I speak to, every supplier today, Joe,
Uh-huh.
and after the tariff, after the Trump being so weird to every part of the world,
Right.
tariffs increased. We all know that in the whole world, China give us raw material.
Right.
You can't omit them. You can't remove them just from the system. They have been made a legacy. They're giving us in a cheap price.
Exactly. And honestly, more so, brother, it's about the like production costs over there.
It's
It's
less.
cheaper and they pay less for their workers. And the US has been outsourcing that. Every company, it's just someone's willing to do it for cheaper.
Yeah,
And those factories are not that safe. So over there, they kind of do, whatever. But over, like here in the States or in Europe, those factories don't really exist. But people
right.
think it's easy to source all these, items elsewhere, but China is the leader. Amazon,
Yes,
Temu, Alibaba, everything. It's all,
there.
people will be surprised.
Yes, yes, agreed, agreed. And even in future, we're not going to change it. Accept it, my brother. We are
Exactly.
good in marketing, we are good in selling, we are good in stuff that we're doing currently and what we've been
Exactly, man.
doing in the past. What they have been
Exactly.
doing, they've been doing the best job in terms of cheap price. When it comes to you, 500 USB, when you go to buy in America, it will come to different cost. When you source the 500 USB from China, it come to on a safer cost, where the customer can also afford it. If
Exactly.
you buy from US and sell the customer, he say, oh,
The price is too much.
yes.
But yeah, man, exactly, man. And that's one thing that people need to like understand, because they hear China or they hear overseas for the production and they get, like they like turn on their TVs and they listen to what the news say and they hear all the,
But it's
political
not
bad
true.
news. It's
Trump
not, man.
himself, Trump himself using China products in his rally.
Yeah, it's
Come on.
everywhere, man. Like you can't get around it. It's not even a bad product. It's good. You just have to make sure you're working with the right person
You
and
can't
you'll
even
have a
change
great
it.
you can't.
You can't. Super. The fourth question, challenges and lesson learned. In your experience, what's been the biggest challenge in leading projects or initiative in the branded merchandise industry? What did you learn from it?
I think the biggest challenge is usually like timeline expectations with the client.
Yes.
People are
Yes.
very used to like Amazon Prime and same day or next day delivery for,
Mm-hmm.
items, but for promotional products, it takes a little more time for things to get done properly. There are
Right.
ways to expedite the process, but cutting corners usually diminishes the quality.
Right.
So, just communication is key, and having someone that understands the process is going to help you a lot for your project. So, I think, yeah,
True. And moreover, I realized return when you don't give the right product to your customer, they'll end up to a space called return. I don't
hmm
want it. I wanted a yellow one. He sent me a page one, beige one. He sent me a blue one. A return is the biggest disaster in our industry, promotion product. Where a return comes, it's a big hit to us.
for sure.
Yeah, man. The fifth question, looking ahead, where do you see the branded merchandise industry heading in the next few years, and what new opportunities excite you the most?
I think as the industry grows year over year, we'll see more technological products come out. That's more
Right.
popular, I feel like, as AI grows and
Oh,
more information sharing. I don't know. There'll be fun products always, companies create. And something I'm looking forward to is, every day I speak to new people and I learn about new projects. So that's something that every day excites me for, something new and, just to help people generally, man. That's just what I like to do. And it's a nice feeling when you can deliver the whole product, meet the timeline, customers happy, they give you positive feedback and you just want to help again, so for sure.
and in 2 weeks, the same customer place a different order with you because he loves working with you. He loved the
Yeah,
service that you given to him. He loved the way you
absolutely.
are. And that's how
Exactly.
repeat
That's
order comes here.
I hope they love the way I am, but that's on the side. But
What I realized, if you're honest, if you are on the face to the customer, they love it.
absolutely. Honesty,
If the delivery is
transparency.
tomorrow and he's not home, he's calling today, us that, hey, I'm not home today. I'm not home tomorrow. Can you do something about day after tomorrow? If you fix that, you win the customer for life.
Absolutely. That's the secret, man. Exactly. Listen and just, keep
Obey.
things simple. Simple, like
Transparent.
that's how the whole universe works, man. Simplicity is the best. Focus on the fundamentals and you'll
And
and you'll
fundamental.
get
True.
it, man. For sure, brother.
Agreed.
That same
Agreed. Agreed.
customer can start with a small order and then have 1,000, piece unit order in a future month or so. So you never know.
You never know. If anybody wants to get in touch with you, placing a lot of orders, what is the best email they can get in touch with you?
So my email will be
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
josephc at
Family.
usbmemorydirect.com or find me on LinkedIn. Just put Joey
Joe.
Calvani.
Uh-huh.
You'll find me there. You can connect with me there. I would love to meet you guys. And yeah, thanks for having me, Rohit, and the whole team there.
Thank you so much. It was such an insightful conversation. Five simple questions. Thank you, Joe, for sharing your experience and wisdom with us today.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much.
From building strong team to creating meaningful brand touchpoints through merchandise. That helps. Thank you tuning in. You enjoyed this episode. You don't forget to like, share, follow Vector Art Podcast. Next time, keep creating, leading, keep making an impact. I'm Rohit Jaiswal signing off. See you in the next episode.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, Joe. You've been lovely.